more football weather.
Yeah, it definitely feels like October, that's for sure. We've got a coastal storm, very classic October weather here. The good news is we are not really getting the big impacts from this system. That is mainly confined to areas to our south. What we're going to get here in Maine, a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, and big ocean waves is really what we're going to see from this. Now, the radar looks very active this morning. I'd say 90% of this is not reaching the ground. If you're out towards Freiburg, northern York County, Leamington area, there is a little bit of rain falling there. Otherwise, it's still fairly dry. So much dry air in the atmosphere. A lot of this rain really just not making it to the ground. And again, it's all thanks to this powerful coastal storm off to our south, bringing big impacts up and down the mid-Atlantic coastline and into southern New England. Again, it's not going to come far enough north for us to really get any bad impacts here in Maine. Really, the wind is caused by the pressure gradient with this high pressure to the north and this low pressure to the south. When they're so close together like that, it creates pretty windy conditions, and you'll definitely notice that breeze once again today. If you noticed it yesterday, you'll notice it today. Now, looking at our marine forecast, yeah, it is the opposite of a day to be out on the water. Very large seas, 9 to 12 feet. Look at these winds offshore in the Gulf of Maine. Northeast, 25 to 30 knots, gusting to 40 knots. So really messy conditions with a gale warning expected here through the day today and into Tuesday. So winds today, they're not incredibly strong onshore. Could see some gusts up to 30 miles per hour, but not enough to lead to power outage concerns or anything like that. Just a breezy, sort of cool and not very comfortable day. But in the ocean, certainly some rough conditions. A high surf advisory in place for the entire coast of Maine. Wave heights along the coast 5 to 10 feet. You'll want to stay off the rocks that are right by the water. I'm sure the ocean will put on quite a show today. Great day to go out, check out the large waves, but just be cautious if you are going to be doing that. Of course, not a beach day. I don't think many will be swimming, but if you want to get in the water, just be very, very careful. So for today, if you're in southern Maine, pretty damp day. We should see these showers filling in as we head through the morning. They'll continue in southern Maine as we head through the day today. As you can see on our storm tracker, they're staying to the south. If you live in Augusta to Bangor, out towards Freiburg and points northward, I would expect a pretty dry day today. South of there, pretty damp day with those showers rolling on into the afternoon. Good news is they'll mostly taper off tonight. There could be a shower on Tuesday morning. Otherwise, it is looking pretty quiet as we head into tomorrow. Things will clear out as we head into Tuesday afternoon, at least with the rain. Should see at least a little bit of sun as well into Tuesday afternoon, but probably we're waiting till Wednesday to see a nicer day. So in terms of rainfall, again, it's a sharp cutoff. Southern Maine getting the most wet weather. York County probably seeing the highest totals. North of there, fairly dry. Augusta could get a little rain. But north of there towards Bangor, I would not expect really much of anything in terms of rainfall for today. And we're not done with winds this week either. After today, we have a pretty quiet day tomorrow, but Wednesday, a cold front moves through. Winds kick up out in the northwest. Could see some gusts to 35 miles per hour Wednesday. Thursday looks even windier. It will be very gusty on Thursday, gusts up to 35 to even 40 miles per hour out of the north or northwest. Chilly as well on Thursday. It looks like our coolest day this week will be coming on Thursday. So the coastal storm pulls away, but this cold front kicks up the winds Wednesday and Thursday. Still looks dry through much of the remainder of this week. So let's get a look at our 7-day forecast. We are looking ahead to that wet weather in southern Maine today. That wraps up by tomorrow morning, and we're drying things out. Beyond that, it's just very windy on Wednesday and Thursday. And look at Thursday, only in the low 50s. That wind will have a bite to it. Definitely will feel more like late October or even early November. And then as we head into the weekend, look at this improving weather we've got. Near 60 by Friday, back in the 60s for the weekend. In fact, some indications are Sunday could end up pretty nice and warm. So we'd love to see that. And it looks dry already for the weekend forecast. So yeah, pretty nice end to the weekly. We're putting all the bad weather on a Monday, so can't complain about that.
You are going to fit in just fine because it is Monday, and we're already talking about the weekend, and that is how we roll around here. So, and it looks really good. So, all right, Christian, thank you, sir.
Forecast.
Appreciate that.